Hey everyone, welcome back to Boys on the Bench. I am DJ Riley, one of the hosts on this channel. Now, in this video, what I'm actually going to be doing is sharing with you a common mistake that I'm seeing most sports bettors make that are completely wiping out their bankroll in an instant. If you've been putting the same bet in multiple slips, you might actually be setting yourself up for a huge loss. So stick around to the end of this video to learn how to protect your hard-earned money and how you can turn your betting strategy into a profitable one. So to start this off, just imagine this. You've placed the same player prop in multiple slips. You're feeling now overly confident that your favorite player is now going to deliver on every single prop that you've placed them in. They now have an off day, maybe an injury, or maybe even we see Angel Hernandez decide to steal the show, and this leaves all of your bets at risk and your bankroll starts to crumble. Your bankroll now takes a massive hit, leaving you to wonder where it all went wrong. Now, I've fallen victim to this situation plenty of times, and honestly, this scenario occurs more often than you think, and it's a guaranteed way to jeopardize your long-term success. But do not worry, because I am here to show you how to avoid those pitfalls and make smarter bets. Now, let's dive into the importance of diversifying your bets and how it can save you from disastrous losses. First up, let's talk about mitigating risk. Of course, it's very easy to get excited about a sure bet, so we place it in multiple slips. But if that bet doesn't pan out, as I mentioned earlier, you could lose a significant portion of your bankroll in just one go. This is why relying too heavily on a single outcome is just simply risky business. Now, when you diversify your bets, you are now spreading the risk across multiple outcomes, sports, and even bet types. So instead of relying heavily on just one single outcome, try spreading out your bets across multiple games or even sports, because that just ensures that one single loss does not affect your overall position. For instance, in this example, we took Kyrie Irving's under on his fantasy score across two slips. We're now overexposing this prop, meaning that if he does not hit this under, then we are now dependent upon 8 other bets to hit for a max payout of 2x for each of these slips. That's why it's important to spread your risk out and reduce your variance, which is the second part of this. So in sports betting, variance is just the inevitable ups and downs you experience with wins and losses. And while honestly, that's never gonna go away, there are ways that we can try to balance out those natural fluctuations and achieve more consistent returns to our bankroll. Now, diversifying your entries doesn't always mean that you're going to win big, but what it does mean is that you're likely to see steady returns. For example, instead of just placing one large bet on a single outcome, try placing smaller bets on multiple outcomes to happen. This approach is just going to smooth out the highs and lows for you, leading to a more stable growth to your account. So in simple terms, when you are diversifying your bets, you're really kind of canceling out the bad luck in one lineup with the potential good luck in another lineup, meaning more lineups equal more chances. That brings us to our third advantage of diversifying your bets. Now, different markets are going to be offering various odds and opportunities to finding positive expected value, or otherwise known as plus EV betting. If you're not too familiar with what positive EV betting is, it's really in simplest terms where one book may have better odds on a particular event than another book, and we just want to take advantage of that. By exploring different markets, we can see where these discrepancies lie and place bets where we see the most value at. Meaning that if we spread our bets out across multiple markets, we're not just tied down to a single set of outcome, odds, values, or conditions. That's why I personally like using tools like the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer tool, which just really makes this process super easy. It compares odds across various sports books, helping you find the best value for your bets. This way can only ensure that you're getting the best possible return on your investment. Now, another reason that I honestly love this tool is because it only takes about 60 seconds to create these slips. As I mentioned earlier, this tool just compares the odds from multiple sportsbooks who all dump millions and millions of dollars into research to create their lines, and we're just trying to find the largest discrepancies and take advantage of the slower books like most of these daily fantasy sports apps. It's also important to note that a lot of these DFS apps are unique in their own way. They're going to offer you very different payout structures, advantages, promotions, providing you with multiple ways to cash out at the end of the day. day. Now, an example of this is like when PrizePick on Tuesdays runs their specials for Taco Tuesdays, where they slash a lot of lines by a couple of points. Another example is like when Sleeper, Underdog, or even Better Picks gives you a free square, where really you just need a player to go over 0.5 points for a certain outing. And these are very important to jump on because they are essentially just handing you free money. So why not take it? Now, on the flip side of making free money, there's also a side of sports betting that is just incredibly frustrating because there's a side of sports that is just inherently unpredictable. And these things include injuries, weather conditions, coaching decisions, reffing decisions I had mentioned earlier with Angel Hernandez that can all change the outcome of a game and really player performance. However, when we diversify our bets, it helps hedge against these uncertainties. For instance, if you are betting heavily on just one player and that player gets injured very early on, that could mean that your betting strategy could now very much collapse. So in order to mitigate that, the best thing to do is to spread your bets out as we had mentioned earlier, because this is going to reduce that vulnerability of these unpredictable situations happening. Think about it like this. If you are betting during the NFL season or college season on a football game and an unexpected rainstorm comes through, that likely is going to change the coach's decision to stop throwing the ball as much and probably take a run-first approach, which could really affect a lot of your props. But if you were to spread these bets out across multiple games at different locations, that means that that game is likely to have less of an impact on your overall day as a sports bettor. This approach not only protects your investment, but also creates a more balanced and sustainable long-term betting strategy. The last and final part of this is that by diversifying our bets, it really enhances our learning and adaptability to sports bet day to day. Engaging with multiple sports and betting markets not only broadens our knowledge, but also helps us adapt our strategy, which is crucial for long-term success when we are sports betting. Positive EV strategies, which are designed to maximize your returns over the long run, are easily identified the more familiar you are with betting markets and being able to read and implement these strategies. So, by staying informed and adapting to market conditions, you can now leverage the inefficiencies of these DFS markets and gain a competitive edge to increase your expected value. Needless to say, don't limit yourself to just sports and picks that really you're just comfortable with. Spread them out to have more opportunities, because more opportunities lead to more chances, meaning that you're likely to be more profitable. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please drop a like. And if you have any questions about positive EV or any strategies, just drop those in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Now, also subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, and get notified anytime these videos are dropping, because they are coming out daily with these latest tips and strategies and our daily picks. Anyways, though, I will see y'all next time. Ride the pine.